All right. Yeah,
All right, where
yeah.
do we leave off?
Yeah, we got cut off there. So we was talking about what he
Kanye.
says. Yeah, what you say about Kanye though?
Dang. I just remember saying that the only point that I was trying to make was that there's multiple layers to a human. Kanye has good things, he has bad things. I'm not saying that when he says stuff I don't believe him, but I put a question mark.
Okay, I thought you were saying because of certain actions, you don't want to believe anything he says.
No, that's not what I was saying. Yeah, because he could
All
say something that's true, and I'm gonna say that's true.
Okay, yeah.
Because you never want to get too attached. Not you, but just in general, like people have a tendency to get too attached to one person that's a celebrity, and they believe either everything they say is the truth, or they hate
definitely.
a celebrity and they believe everything they say is a lie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point I was making to what you were saying about like did his clothes sell? Well, I'm like, that's because of the following. Like sometimes you have people who follow these people, and based off of their love of that person or them idolizing them for whatever reason, they gonna go along with whatever just because it's them.
Yeah.
And any person that really, again, you have a mind of your own, even if there's somebody that you like and follow, you're supposed to stop for a second and be like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Or, or at least follow up and see if what they talking about has some facts behind it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody's doing all those, erratic things, then at that point, that's where to Shawn's point, it's like, okay, I don't know if that's true or not. I would have to look into that one. I can't just take you at your word.
Right.
Yeah.
You do have,
Yeah,
anybody, you have to do your own research.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in the music business and I have artists on my label and I need to spruce up some type of something to get some revenue or whatever, I'm gonna put out some little rumors. I might not even tell my artists. I might have somebody following them, taking pictures and spin a narrative just so I can have y'all believing in this conspiracy and that conspiracy because I know that's going to cause traction. So a lot of this stuff is designed.
That's how marketing works in music. Like these beefs don't be
real.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Like, if you've come from a different environment to where you don't play around with stuff like that, this stuff in this industry stuff, it's all for money.
Yep.
And even if it ain't for money, it's somebody out there who just don't like, so it's still gonna happen naturally.
Yep.
It's like it don't even matter, really.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But in hearing those rumors, does it just let me know, does it default the work and what they contributed to the world?
No,
So
because their impact is powerful.
Yeah, like in general, like what those people, like you probably know Kanye back to a certain point, but you probably don't know all the way back to producer Kanye and Polo Store Kanye. And like
not at all.
Book Bag.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't know about that Kanye to where he was in a great mental state.
Yeah.
But what got him to this point is when I say trauma story, it's not about what he went through, but literally getting into that business, that age, that led to you start seeing truths, and then you get to the point to where he's at now. Well, look, fuck the world, I'm good.
Yep.
I get what you're saying.
38,000 acres in fucking what's that place he got? It
I don't know what he got now.
It's like a disconnect because that's
So
what I'm
he can
experiencing with my
just-
students. They'll talk about Drake and all these people, and they don't know the backstory of those people. But I was around, so I get what you're saying because I wasn't around for Kanye and them. And when I talk to younger people, they weren't around for Drake and them. So I'm just like, okay, don't talk to me.
Exactly. And like what you said with Kanye, like I know I mentioned the mother thing earlier, but also even going the earlier Kanye, like what Ice was just talking about, he had to fight for them to take him seriously as a rapper. He was doing, he was producing beats. Like if you go back there and listen to like a lot of songs,
Blueprint
back then,
Blueprint.
He
did
basically albums for free for people, and they did not want to pay him. Like they thought he was just gonna do it because he wanted to be attached to their name. Like, and it's like no, like if you think I'm the baddest producer that's around, like y'all need to take me seriously. And like, for one, you need to pay me, but then two, I'm telling you, I'm trying to start my rap career, and you sitting up here in the studio with me, bobbing to it, saying that this is hot, but you don't want to, put me on a label, like. So he had to really fight and pay his tithes, if you will, in them early days to be able to get to the Kanye that everybody saw him as.
Well, he actually did that himself. He didn't really have to pay any dues he took what was going on and said, fuck it, you know what? All the beats y'all didn't buy,
Yep.
I'm gonna just put them on my own album. And then now after that, now he's solidified as a rapper
Yep.
and producer. Granted, yes,
See, I didn't know he was a producer
crazy,
first.
but yeah, exactly. That's what that was his main thing.
Think of a Pharrell.
Yeah.
Okay, that's basically how he started out.
Yeah.
And speaking of him, I thought Because I'm Happy was his first song. I didn't know he'd
What?
been around.
Oh my gosh.
You're a young buck.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta end this now.
The
Yeah.
Neptunes. You ever heard of the Neptunes?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
But you have to remember too
Wow.
that hip hop is not my favorite genre of music.
Okay.
So
NERD,
sense, okay.
Neptunes.
The
Yeah.
NERD first album. Was it the first one? Yes. I love that album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pharrell and the Neptunes was ahead of their time. With
Oh,
the
yeah.
beats.
yes, I'm
Like,
thinking
if
talking
you-
about the plan.
I mean, you know the grinding song, don't you?
The who?
Grinding.
Clips.
With the clips.
You gotta tell me you know the clips.
No.
The two brothers. Or are they brothers? Are they brothers?
Yeah.
That sounds
they are
familiar
brothers.
though. I might have heard it in
Yeah.
passing, but I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one that Drake had beef with.
Talking about
No, that was Pusha
You
T.
talking about
Pusha T. Yes,
Yeah.
on the
Oh
clips.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
about that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
so
part of the
Clips?
clips.
Oh,
and
see, I didn't know
Neptunes
he
made
had a
that
career
beat.
before that.
Neptunes brought them out
Yeah.
Yeah.
with their beats. They brought
You
out the
gotta go
clips.
back and look at this because this is actually pertaining to the music industry here in this century.
Yeah.
And you know
All
what's-
this happened in Virginia.
So what's crazy is,
VA.
'Cause I ain't.
even now, everything comes full circle, bro. Like us talking about Kanye, that's one person that, like, if you look at that Netflix special, that's one of the people that he went and saw was Pharrell, and Pharrell gave him some of his studio time.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I'm gonna let you have some of my studio time so you can come in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, like people believing in him, like it. Man, yeah,
When
you got to
they
know the
started
backstory.
chopping
and all
up
that.
samples and it was off from there.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
see, I was learning how to be potty trained and stuff during
Okay.
this time.
So you said
I
you
don't
listen
know.
to different genres of music, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the NERD album.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not. Is it hip hop? It's not necessarily hip hop.
I wouldn't
It's
consider
more like rock, hip hop.
Yeah, it's in the middle. But it's if you enjoy music in general,
Yeah.
you'll understand what that music means. And
Okay,
if
yeah, I
you
have-
like
yeah.
it, you like it. You don't. But
Yeah.
what you're hearing now came from.
Came from
Yeah.
that.
I know
Yeah.
a little. We don't act like I don't know nothing. I know a little piece of
Let
something.
me ask you
Okay.
this: with the old, because you say you don't know that much about Pharrell previously.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with his ice cream brand?
He has an ice cream brand?
Not actual ice cream.
Oh.
Like that was
It's
his name.
called
of his-
Ice Cream.
Yeah.
It's
It was a
picture
clothing
of ice
brand.
cream.
Yeah.
That and Billionaires Boys Club. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't know
So,
about that one.
Back
You don't know about
then,
Billionaire Boys Club?
No.
Not
What
the
year was
movie.
this?
It's still out now.
yeah.
The Billionaires
You took-
Club?
It's
No,
still
that's a
out,
clothing
but it's
brand.
like it's not mainstream. It's not high fashion either, but it's in
When
the
was
mix
it popular?
It was popular. Oh well, to be honest with you, the
I would say
ice
a
cream
few years
stuff
ago.
was
That came out
popular.
2000.
Like when Bapes and stuff was
Exactly.
popular.
Yeah, 2003.
I had a pair of ice cream
2002,
Bapes.
somewhere there.
Come on,
So
y'all.
this was
2000
2000.
like 7 or 8.
But no.
Okay, so we already know.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay, my whole point behind that is they talking about the genre of music, right? So
Yeah.
back then, Pharrell, his crew, they kind of represented like that whole
Pop
skate
and
scene that was
skate.
coming in
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it was a mixture of like that smorgasbord of like different mindsets and music types, right?
Okay.
So it's not straight like we gonna yell type rock type stuff that they, but it still has that rock feel to something.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
like,
Is it kind of like when
I
like,
know the perfect.
Go
Oh
ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, is it kind of like when I don't know if y'all remember like when Lil Wayne decided to switch from being
is
like
crazy. That's what
a
I was about
hip
to
hop
say.
whatever, saggy pants, all
Yes.
that stuff, and then he went to like this skateboarder
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Is it
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
that type
Kinda,
of stuff?
sorta.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was about to
I was old
compare
enough
it
for
to.
that. I was a teenager,
Okay.
but I remember that.
Okay, kind of sort of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
yeah, it's a good album though. Like you said, that first one was awesome. Second was good too. Third one, I can't remember.
I don't remember the third one. I was trying to pull up the first one.
Yeah, that's crazy. You gonna hear that beat, you be like, oh, I know what this is.
Yeah. man. Some of these beefs I learned about now that have happened way, way long ago. So I don't know. Oh yeah, wait.
I remember the video and everything. Sitting in front of that TV.
Did they like use this as a sample?
That's his beat.
That's them.
That's them.
No, I'm
That's
saying
a-
somebody used it as a sample because the beat sounds familiar.
They probably played their movies and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for real? Oh yeah, I don't know nothing about this.
Yeah, boy. You got to go back and listen.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is, and this is like what Brim just said. they was ahead of their time. You could put that on now. They would think that's a new song.
You would think that's because the beat, it doesn't sound necessarily like. See, you never heard this song before, right?
Nope.
Now that you hear it, what era would you say that came from? Does it sound like it came from like the Nelly and the Jay-Z 2000 beats?
Nellyville.
Yes.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it does to me. It does to me because, like, I don't know. I
know why you said that. Yeah. Let me tell you why you said that. Because Pharrell produced a lot of those same artists.
Yep, he did.
Okay.
Exactly.
A lot of the Jay-Z beats you heard, Pharrell.
Yep.
What's one of the most popular ones?
I just found out something
Change
recently,
Clothes.
bro.
Change Clothes is one.
Yep. He did some stuff for Busta Rhymes too. Busta Rhymes, Jay-Z. He did some stuff for Ludacris.
He's worked with every big artist.
Yep.
And you'll never know that he made the beat because his range is.
Well, there was like a thing when Pharrell had made his song. I forgot. Well, he made his song and everybody thought he was like 20-something years old. And then everybody was like, oh, he's like 40. I don't know if y'all saw that like on social media. That was trending. Everybody was so confused trying to figure out his age.
They thought the same thing about Sensei
Yeah. Hey, they found that fountain of youth. I can tell you that. Like,
So,
but there was some like, especially when you talk about that era of music, there was just a handful of really big
we're talking
producers.
about the 90s, right?
Not just 90s, 2000s and
2000s,
2010s, like right in the early 2010s.
Yeah,
you had you had Pharrell, you had Kanye, you had Swiss Beats,
Timbaland.
You had Scott Storch, Trackmasters. What's your boy's name?
Justice League.
The Justice League.
Yeah. Oh, so you don't even know about them.
Yeah, Justice League.
Justice League is a compilation, a group of producers that come together and like them crazy big records that people made back then.
Yeah.
They're the ones that make those type songs.
Okay. What is? I'm
I've
thinking of somebody
a long time, so I know about that part.
I'm trying to think of who it was. Somebody that's on my mind. I can't think of who it is though.
What producer?
Yeah, just producers at the time, man. It was
how early do you come into consciousness as like a kid? Like when you start remembering stuff? Because I feel like 13, 14 is kind of what I remember. I don't remember nothing before that.
What? Bro.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay,
As far as what though? Music?
I'm talking in general. Like I couldn't even tell you.
I remember
like
4 years old.
Exactly. That's all I was about to say.
Some people got better memories than others because I don't remember nothing before like teen years.
Nah, bro. Nah, not for me.
It must be the food.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Something
right.
has changed.
Something has changed.
Something has changed.
Because that's why I laugh. Like, I was born 90 exactly. And people try to tell me, well, now ain't no way you could remember that. Man, look, I remember, and I can tell you specifically that we was riding home from school when this was going on. I remember this being on the radio or like the Dr. Dre Aftermath album when that was out. I remember 102 Jams. They came to the shopping center and they was doing them little giveaway stuff and we won the CD. And like, I still got that CD. You know what I'm saying?
We're not that far apart then. That's only 5 years.
But that's my point. Yeah. And I remember that stuff.
5 years is a big gap, though.
It's a gap.
It is a gap, though.
In this age range now, boy, stuff changed so quick.
Stuff changed quick.
I was 89 for me, so I remember all that stuff.
I ain't gonna
too.
say my year.
You ain't got to.
I just played. 1980.
1980. What you say? 1930.
Do I look like 1930 to you?
Hey, look, age is just a number at the end of the day.
I remember stuff from 1984. We went to Cancun, Mexico. And I'm telling my mom certain things that happened.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, you remember that?" And I said, "Yes, I remember that."
See,
well, you were vacationing, and I was just a thought. So.